Hello, everybody. Welcome back, and I am here with Keely Arthur, 5 on your side. I don't even want to say reporter. You are 5 on your side with this as well. And
You're
today
so
we
sweet.
are talking about security cameras. And with security cameras, I was always told if I buy a security system for my house, sometimes the company will put their sign in the yard. Take that out because someone wants to break in, they know what system to hack in and stuff like that. So that is kind of the extent of my knowledge with security cameras and security systems. What do you have for us today? What are you going to educate me on?
Yeah, I think you're like, that's so true. I remember growing up in the 90s and 2000s and seeing around my neighborhood the ADT signs being
Yes.
everywhere. And then now, in the last, 10, 15 years, we've seen the proliferation of doorbell cameras. So you don't have maybe the full support of ADT or whatever, but you have that sense of, okay, there's a watchful eye. The watchful eye is normally you, but so this is really focused on the different types of doorbell cameras and then like where that video goes once it is
That's a great question.
captured. And the answer is it really depends on what product you've purchased. So if you have like a local card and it is stored on the product itself, then you have the video. That's yours, and it's not going to a cloud server. But a lot of times when you purchase this type of product, it's like Ring, Wise has some, UFi. I mean, there's a bunch of different ones on the market. That goes to a cloud-based server typically. And that there's been a lot of legal issues with Ring because of just turning over video to police right away versus you giving your permission for that. And so it really it depends on what you care about. And then I know that this has become a hot topic because with Nancy Guthrie, we've all seen the video that was recorded. And at the time, everyone wanted the video. And they're like, she had the camera. Well, I believe she did not have a subscription. So everyone was like, okay, well, that video is just lost. Well, it was saved by the company and they were able to get to it, but that's not going to be every case. So in that case, you really want the video. And then in some cases, for privacy reasons, I'm like a person where I just think everything is too big brother. We all all my information is everywhere.
Yes.
I think it's probably best to have it stored locally, meaning at your house. And that way you have it, but it's not easily accessed by other people.
First of all, thank you so much for digging into this. These are questions I've thought about. Thank you for getting us the answers on that. I personally am very big on the local options. So like, for example, in the car, you have a camera that records while you drive, and then it kind of deletes and it kind of archives that way. I'm very big on that option, but these third-party options, who owns the video? What are they doing with your video? Are they selling it to other people as well? I have tons of questions as well. Specifically, let's talk about which companies are keeping your video. What's happening there?
You really need to look company by company. I mean, there's Nest, there's Ring, there's Wise, as I mentioned, Arlo, UFi. Every year, Consumer Reports does a review of all the different products put out by all the different companies. And this year, they did not have Ring on their top list. And I believe it was because of concerns with privacy. There were some instances where Ring was turning over the video without the permission of the homeowner. And I believe the laws are different state by state and really depend. So you got to be on the ball with that. Another thing to know is in terms of security, we've done stories where we've shown if you just kind of do the factory settings and you don't set up we always say use the highest level of security protection that's available via the device. So I'm lazy. I don't want another app, another password, another thing to keep a track of. But you really need to do that because it is so much easier for hackers to hack into that video. We've done stories where people have have had their Ring cameras in their homes hacked, or like a baby monitor hacked, and the person like hacks in and says, I'm watching you, or something freaky like that. So you have to be so careful, and because there's so many on the market, you really have to be kind of pick up the product, look at it, see what you're signing up for.
So let's talk about the good ones. Which products and which companies offer the best services in terms of being secure, not selling your data? Well, what options do I have as a consumer?
Arlo, Wise, and UFi were really ranked as the top ones by Consumer Reports, and they've been testing these products for years and years and years. So I think that they do a really thorough job. They look at dozens. So those are the best brands. And then the products really depend on what you're after. Do you want the subscription service? I will say I have a Ring camera, and it just records locally because it's not hooked up to a subscription, because we're just cheap and we haven't paid for a subscription.
Another subscription is
Another
so crazy.
subscription. But there are times where I wish we had something where we could go back further, just to like, you may become you've been there when you're walking and someone's like, hey, I saw a person in the area, but a few days ago, and then you don't have the ability to go back and look. So again, it's really the purpose, whatever is best for you, but it all costs money though. So that's something to know.
100%. I know. I pay for a subscription because I deal sometimes with like a lot of packages being delivered, and sometimes the time frame that they say your package will be delivered, and they came earlier than that. It was so easy to be like, hey, you guys didn't come in this time frame. Can you guys attempt another delivery as well?
Right. And it saves people, like we've done those stories, porch pirates. So, okay, someone stole your package. If you have Ring video of it, it's a heck of a lot easier.
So much easier
to file a police report and actually have something come of it. Also, a lot of times these people hit the same neighborhoods over and over again, and you can be like, oh, screenshot, this person was here at my house, and then you have a bunch of neighbors saying, oh yeah, I saw them too, and it helps create a paper trail a little bit more.
Absolutely. Also, I always love community, and when people come together and
to fight
being
crime.
able to have that. Absolutely.
It's a unifying force.
Absolutely. I love it. Well, Keely, thank you so much for your time. Where can people find you?
On my social media, it's at Keely Arthur, and then on WRAL.com/5 on your side.
Absolutely. Always love talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.